Tropical storm Helene is gathering strength in the Atlantic Ocean. It's important to keep a close eye on this storm, as it could become a hurricane. Right now, Helene is moving west, and it might bring strong winds and heavy rain to parts of the Caribbean and the United States.
Forecasters are carefully tracking Helene's path. They use special tools and data to predict where the storm might go. It's still too early to say for sure, but Helene could impact Florida and the Gulf Coast in the coming days.
It's crucial to stay informed about Helene's progress. Listen to official weather updates from reliable sources like the National Hurricane Center. Remember, even if Helene doesn't become a hurricane, it can still cause significant problems. Heavy rainfall can lead to flooding, and strong winds can knock down trees and power lines.
Cancun, a popular tourist destination in Mexico, is directly in Helene's potential path. Authorities there are taking the storm seriously and have issued alerts to warn residents and visitors.
These alerts mean that everyone in Cancun needs to be ready for the storm's potential impact. This includes securing loose objects outdoors, stocking up on supplies like food and water, and knowing where to go if evacuation orders are given. Hotels and resorts are also preparing for Helene's arrival. They are reviewing their emergency plans and ensuring they have enough supplies to support guests if the storm disrupts power or water services. Tourists in Cancun should stay informed about the storm's progress and follow the guidance of local authorities. It's important to remember that safety comes first, and it's better to be prepared than caught off guard.
While it's still early to determine the exact path of Tropical Storm Helene, Florida and the Gulf Coast are on high alert. The National Hurricane Center is closely monitoring the storm and providing regular updates. If Helene continues on its current trajectory, Florida and the Gulf Coast could experience heavy rainfall, strong winds, and coastal flooding. These conditions can cause power outages, damage to property, and dangerous driving conditions. Residents in these areas are advised to review their hurricane preparedness plans. This includes securing loose objects, stocking up on supplies, and knowing evacuation routes if necessary. Local authorities are also preparing for Helene's potential impact by readying emergency shelters, coordinating with first responders, and communicating safety information to the public. Section 4. Safety First. Essential tips for hurricane season. Hurricane season is a time for heightened awareness and preparedness, especially for those living in coastal areas. Here are some essential safety tips to keep in mind. Develop a family emergency plan. Designate a safe meeting place and communication methods for your family in case you are separated during a storm. Prepare a hurricane kit. This should include non-perishable food, water, medications, flashlights, batteries, a first aid kit, and important documents. Stay informed. Monitor weather reports from reliable sources like the National Hurricane Center and local news outlets.
Secure your property. Bring loose objects indoors, trim trees, and reinforce windows and doors.
Know your evacuation zone. Be aware of whether you live in an evacuation zone and be prepared to evacuate if ordered to do so. Section 5. Staying informed, your lifeline during a storm. Staying informed is crucial during a hurricane or tropical storm. Accurate and timely information can help you make informed decisions about your safety and well-being.
Rely on official sources. The National Hurricane Center, or NHC, is the primary source for hurricane forecasts and warnings. Local news outlets and emergency management agencies also provide valuable information.
Download weather apps. Numerous weather apps provide real-time updates, radar imagery, and severe weather alerts.
Sign up for emergency alerts. Many communities offer text or email alert systems that provide critical information during emergencies.
Use social media wisely. Social media can be a source of information, but be sure to verify information from unofficial sources with official channels.
Have a backup communication plan. In case of power outages or cell phone disruptions, have alternative ways to communicate with family and friends.
Section 6. Weathering the Storm, a call for preparedness and vigilance. As tropical storm, Helene continues its journey across the Atlantic. It serves as a stark reminder of the power and unpredictability of nature. While we hope for the best, it's essential to prepare for the worst.
By taking necessary precautions, staying informed, and following the guidance of local authorities, we can minimize the potential impact of this storm and any future weather events.
Remember, preparedness is not just about protecting ourselves, but also about looking out for our neighbors and communities.
Let's face this hurricane season with a spirit of resilience and a commitment to safety. By working together and staying vigilant, we can weather any storm that comes our way.